talk to you guys a bit about staying organized. This probably has been the most important thing in my life, besides, finding God, besides working on myself, being organized. All my life, I've been someone who's getting things, not done in time, who's been late, who's been just in a complete mess. Be it from the outside and inside, I was always in a mess, I was always in chaos. And getting organized, getting control of my life has changed everything. I finally started getting things done. I started arriving early to things. I started not being overwhelmed at life, at everything. So I have some tips for you. Number one thing that changed the game for me is making to-do lists. Very simple to-do lists. But some people like to do them in the morning when they wake up, write things to do. For me, it is actually the night before. I write a to-do list before I go to bed, because doing this, I find, makes my mind so much more relaxed, unburdened when I wake up, and I know exactly what I need to do. If you're anything like me, you'll notice that if you don't have a sight on something, if you don't have like a mission in your mind, you will just be completely lost. The beautiful thing about to-do lists is that they make just everything easier. You don't have to think, and even though you could have a task, for example, you know that you need to be at 2 somewhere, you know that you need to wash the dishes, whatever. These things can be in your mind, but when you have it written down, it creates so much more headspace, it creates so much more calmness, and yeah, you just have it written down, you're gonna do it. While otherwise it's just in your head, and you're constantly thinking about it, you're constantly being stressed about it. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do this. Well, no, with the to-do list and with something that else I'm gonna mention, all of this goes away. So first of all, for to-do lists, I recommend you to write them very simply. First of all, you don't have to write a to-do list for every single thing that you do in a day, like take a piss at 7:30 a.m., brush your teeth. No, you can just write, okay, morning routine, check. You can write, okay, the most important things. As the first thing, you can start doing like just 3 tasks. Write down 3 important tasks. Do this, be it in like a notes app on your phone, or even better, get a journal or get like a little sticky note, put it somewhere you're going to see it, and have it there every single day. I noticed that I'm much more productive this way. I noticed that I get more things done. So, there's literally no excuse for not doing a to-do list. What I thought before about to-do lists is that I would get, my life would be too, controlled, too specific. Like, why would I want to write down things and lock myself in? But this is such a ridiculous way of thinking, because if you are trying to do something with your life, if you're trying to take control of it, you want to be able to control it and to have order in it. It's not a bad thing to have order, it's actually a beautiful thing, because you're helping yourself. And not only that, but this goes together with the first point I made. When you have things written down and they are not in your mind, what happens? You have even more time, you have even more freedom, you're not locked in. So, what can I say? To-do lists, do them, write them down, just a few tasks at first, you'll notice a difference. But another step up beyond that, and what I would recommend, and honestly I cannot imagine living without it, is having a schedule, is having a calendar. So obviously when you write down a to-do list is great, but when you add a time, a specific time, it removes even more of that mental gymnastics, and you can just enjoy that free time that you have and execute when you need to. I love using Google Calendars. I love using Google Calendars, guys. It is literally a lifesaver. Anything that I have to do, if I have work, if I have some responsibilities, put them down. Okay, 6 p.m. I'll get a reminder for it. Every morning I can check out what I have in schedule, and it's easy as that. Like every Sunday, what I do is I'll go over everything that I have, that I know that I need to do in a week. It's maybe some like client, maybe some like I need to clean apartment, I need to check in guests, all of these random things that I have to do. I have put them in a schedule. So when someone asks me, hey man, are you free at that time, or can you do this, that? Just a moment. I am, I'm not. Or, there's some new things that I have to do. Let me check my schedule. Add it in. Boom, done. You're not some like businessman, CEO, or something like that if you do things like that. You're literally taking control of your life, allowing yourself to have more free time, allowing your mind to be free and getting things done. I mean, I do not know why some people are still against this. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. And like I said, I've been horrible before, and this has been a lifesaver for me. One more thing that I want to say about staying organized is that you need to be consistent with this. Every night, make a to-do list. Keep it in your schedule. Everything can be on paper as well. Like I love to use my phone. Like I have this app called Google Keep. And I have a widget on my screen, and then I can just see what my to-do list is. But yeah, just having these two things is great. But one more thing I want to say about staying organized, and number one is consistent, number two is you also have to keep your space clear and clean. Meaning that if you have some paperwork, keep the papers at the same place. If your room is dirty, make sure your room is clean at all times, because all of this plays a big part in your mental health and just staying organized in life. Make sure your space is always as clean as possible, your environment, and make sure that if you have something bothering you, also write it down. Just as you have a to-do list and you write it down, if you have some thoughts, put them down in a journal. This will help you stay organized in general. Like this might seem that it's besides the point, but I'm telling you, write everything down. You're not being more stupid if you are writing something down. You're being more smart. They say, they have like a saying here, a smart man remembers, a wise man writes down. So take that as you will. Well, yeah guys, just these two things. So let's put everything in a nutshell. Again, I do not write scripts for these videos. I just try to help you out from my mind. But first of all, to-do lists, write them down every night. Make a schedule. I recommend doing a weekly thing, but again, as things pop up, add them to schedule. Number 3, be consistent with it. Be very consistent with it. Number 4, keep your space clean. Number 5, whatever it is in your mind in general, write these things down. That's about it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.